Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of 60 Formula. Hope you're doing well today. It's Saturday, it's the middle of the weekend, it's the best day of the week in my opinion. You get to hang out and chill with your best friend in the whole wide world. Your beautiful pepperoni pizza. Ooh yeah, I'll take one of those. Can I get an extra large pepperoni pizza with extra pepperonis? Now today we're gonna be talking about what every single Husky owner has to deal with. We all have to go through this, and I'm happy to help you guys work through it because it's not ever easy, and it shocks a lot of Husky owners. As soon as they bring a Husky home, they're like, whoa, broski Malowski, I was not expecting this kind of cleaning procedure. So yep, it's true. When you have a Siberian Husky, things are gonna get messy, especially if you got two of them. There's hair everywhere, you got footprints, especially if you got hardwood floors, and you're probably like, where do I even start? This stuff starts avalanching so fast, and before I even know it, my whole entire house is destroyed. Like, look at all of this mess right here. What am I gonna do with all this stuff? He was like, what? I didn't make that. Did I make that? I made all that mess? Yeah, dude, you made all that mess. What do you think of that? This is just this room, and this is just sweeping up. The rest of this room still has hair all over the place. This couch, it's covered in fur. So where do I even begin? What do I even do if I want to keep my house clean? I know a lot of you have been asking in the comments, hey, Duderoni, how do you keep your house so clean when you got both of these boofers around? Today, we're going to be talking about all the different tips and tricks that you can take when it comes to keeping your house clean whenever you own a doggo or a floofy fluffy Siberian Husky. So come with us, will you, on another episode of 60 Formula where we find out all the tricks and tips to keeping your house clean. Are you ready? Are you ready? Speak. All right, let's go. Get it. Good girl. You're such a good girl. Can you stand? Oh, that's pretty good. Can you speak? Well, that's standing and speaking, dude. I only asked you to do one. Can you give me the paw? Can you give me the other paw? Oh, you're pretty good. You can have that. There you go. There you go. So let's get into it right away. What kind of cleaning supplies are necessary whenever you got yourself a Siberian Husky? How do you keep your floors clean? How do you keep your furniture looking good? And what do you do to make sure that your household hygiene is up to A+ standards, my baby? She's like, don't even think about it, bucko. All right, so let's go over the list of... What's up, buddy? What's up? So let's go over all of the different items that you need to make sure that you maintain a clean little house. All right, one of the first things you're gonna need is a broom. Now, obviously, everyone at home's got a broom, and if you don't, well, then we recommend you going out and getting one ASAP. Now, brooms are not the most effective item when it comes to cleaning, but they do serve an important purpose. They help you get everything organized before you bust out that vacuum, which is basically gonna become your best friend. So now that you got yourself a broom, let's go ahead and segue into the second item that you need, which is a vacuum. Now, right here, you're looking at a Roomba, which is on the right, and then next to it is just a regular vacuum that you get, but this vacuum is special. It helps clean up pet hair, and it helps get rid of pet dander. You can see right here on this vacuum, it's got like this little paw print thing. It's telling you, hey baby, I know how to clean up that hair. So I definitely recommend you guys get a full-size vacuum. Now right here is a Roomba. This is basically an automatic vacuum. It will move around without you telling it. You can schedule it to clean up and all that good stuff, but we really don't recommend you only getting a Roomba because Roombas barely can clean up a house with Husky hair. A Roomba will maintain your home and make sure that all the little bits are cleaned up, but when it comes to hardcore cleaning, you're definitely going to want a full-size vacuum. Don't skimp out, and using both of these in unison is the best way to keep your house clean. What I do is every couple of days, I make sure I clean the house with this big one, and then every single day at 11 o'clock a.m., the Roomba turns on and gets anything that the big vacuum missed. Now, you may have all carpet at your home, and that's totally fine. Carpet is a great way to keep your house clean. All you have to do is vacuum the carpet, but some of us have hardwood floors and some of us have tile. So in that case, you're gonna need to get yourself a mop. Now, both this mop and this broom are the same brand. You can get them at your local grocery store, or you can get them at Walmart. Wherever you want to go is fine. Just make sure that you got yourself a broom and you got yourself a mop. Mops are mega important, especially if you have this tile or that hardwood. They're going to be your best friend because they're going to clean up all those cute little pepperoni pizza paw prints. And trust me, it will build up fast if you do not get a mop. Look at Gila, she's like, look at all of these different things, Daddy-O. What are we about to clean the house? So once you have all 4 of these essential items, you got yourself a vacuum. You don't really need the Roomba, that's just an extra, but make sure that you have a vacuum, make sure you have a mop, and make sure you have a broom. And if you're gonna only have one vacuum, make sure it has one of these attachments. You really, really need one of these things that like sucks up the corners of the house. It's mega, mega important. So with that said, now that you know all of the different gadgets and things that I use when it comes to cleaning the house, we're gonna go ahead and get to it. I'm gonna take you guys through a daily routine of cleaning the entire house. I'm gonna show you all the tricks and tips that I know. So come on, let's go. You ready to clean, miss? Are you ready to clean? He's like, I'm ready to clean, dude. All right, so first things first, we're gonna take our broom, right? And we're gonna go around our entire house and we're gonna make sure we get every big piece of floof, every little piece of marshmallow fluff that we can find all into a little nice pillow-shaped pile. So let's go ahead and get in there. We're gonna make sure that we get all the creases. Now you don't need to do this perfectly because what we're gonna do is eventually we're gonna go around with the vacuum and we're gonna get all the spots that we missed. So basically we just wanna get all these little loose things and get them out of the way. Like look over here, we got a whole bunch of big floof pieces. We're just gonna grab all that. Yeah, get rid of it. You see that one hiding under the couch right there? Go ahead and grab that. Ooh, there's a big piece right there. I see a big piece right there. Well, dab nagget, Bob Saget. Look at that giant pile of husky fur. What we're gonna do now that we've got all the little pieces out of the corner for the most part, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna vacuum everything. So we're gonna get the vacuum. I'm gonna vacuum everything here, but only on the ground. And then we're gonna vacuum up this entire big floof city. This is the pups' favorite part when I start vacuuming. They're like, ooh, I get to bark at the vacuum now. Don't you? You get to bark at the vacuum. All right, let's start this bad boy up. All right, so I just got finished vacuuming the floor. I basically just went over the floor one time and everything on the surface here is free of fur and dirt, except there are nooks and crannies like underneath here. There are some spots like over there, and this is going to bring us to the very next part of the cleaning process, which is take out this nozzle here, and we are gonna go into every little corner, and additionally, we're going to go over this entire sofa with this little nozzle. And now what you want to do is you want to suck up that entire pile that you swept up with the broom. You didn't want to do it while you were vacuuming the floor because it could get clogged in this actual bottom part of the vacuum. The best thing to do is to vacuum it up with this nozzle because it'll all go into one line. It'll go into the vacuum evenly, and Miss Gila will have a happy dappy day. She's like, oh, I know what that thing does.
I know what that thing does.
All right, so let's do the most satisfying part of this entire process, and let's vacuum up that big old floofy booty tail. And let's vacuum up, and let's vacuum up that big old, and let's vacuum up that big old poof of, and let's vacuum up that big old, and let's vacuum up that big old, and let's vacuum up that big old poof of floofy, and let's vacuum up that big old poof of booty hair. So you just saw we got all of the cracks, all of the crevices we got underneath everything, including the sofa, and we vacuumed on top of the sofa so that we got all of the hair off of there. This is super duper important because as soon as you sit on the couch, if you don't vacuum your sofa, all of the hair is going to poof right back onto the floor. So make sure that you vacuum everything before you get into the mopping process. One thing that I have to say, a tip of advice, I would vacuum the end of your broom whenever you are doing those little details. A lot of fur is going to get contracted to the broom when you are sweeping, so make sure you vacuum up the bottom of your broom whenever you are going through all of those tiny little baby crevices. Now this room is looking pretty good. It's looking all right so far. All we gotta do is mop it up and then it's going to be clean, and then we're gonna do this to all the other rooms. So let's get started on the mopping process, baby. All right, so the very last thing you have to do is mop your floor. Hila's like, all right, I'm just ready to play with this balzo. So one of the biggest tips I can give you for right now is whenever you are going to mop the floor, so let's say we're gonna mop this room right now, we wanna make sure that our Siberian Huskies stay in another room. So right here, we got Britney Spears. He's just chilling in his crate right now. Hila wants to play a little bit, but we're gonna make sure that she sticks to this room because we don't want her sniffing any of the chemicals. We don't want her walking through any of that junk. So just make sure that you keep an eye on your pepperoni pizza. Next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you got your favorite cleaner out. We're using Lysol So Fresh is So Clean. So we're going to pop this cap off and we're just going to put a little bit in there. You don't have to fill it up. There we go. That's good enough. Make sure it's smelly. It's going to be smelly. Your dog's probably going to be like, ugh, that smells bad. Yeah, that don't smell good. It smells like cleaning stuff, doesn't it? Are you ready to mop? Are you ready to mop? All right, so before you put this mop into the bucket, one thing I suggest you do is you start all the way farthest from where you are. So if you're doing this entire room here, I'm gonna start way back here and I'm gonna move my way back, all the way back towards the bucket. One thing people want to do immediately is they want to take this thing, put it in here, and just start working right here. If you do that, you're gonna have a hard time reaching over there, baby. Just letting you know. So start the farthest away that you can, and you'll get the job done in no time. Doing the dippity-doo-dah-day. Oh my gosh, look at that shine. Ooh, that's some shininess. That's some shininess right there. Just look at it already. It looks like I just made this house, like I just built it. Now, from the start when I started sweeping to getting this mopping done, it took about 35 to 40 minutes. And I'm gonna have to do this for every single room. So yeah, it's definitely a chore. It takes all day to get this done. Every 3 days, I have to do this. And we're gonna talk about what the Roomba does, how it helps, and how it cuts down on those days as soon as we're done mopping. All right, now we're almost done waiting for the entire floor to dry from all the moppage. It's basically all dried up, and this is the very last step that I do when it comes to cleaning the house. Look at Hila, she's like, I've been waiting over here in this section of the house for so long because I've been waiting for Daddy-O to get done cleaning. The Roomba part is my favorite part. Britney Spears, you've been such a good boy. Just sitting in your cage and chilling. Thank you so much for being a good boy. All right, once everything is super duper dry and you're mega sure that you got everything dried down, your floor is free of all the junk, you can go ahead and start the Roomba process. Now, you're probably like, why do I need to turn on a Roomba when I just made my floors spick and span? Well, the Roomba's gonna pick up all the things that you may have missed. Also, your Huskies are probably walking around. You're walking around the house cleaning. You're gonna inevitably drag a few hairs, a few little clumps of dirt along the way. So go ahead and turn on the Roomba as a last step procedure. You're just gonna go up to it. You're gonna be like, what up, Roomba baby? Just gonna hit this little clean button. And then there she goes. She's gonna go ahead and get all the stuff that you might have missed on your clean through. Wax on, wax off, baby. What do you think of the Roomba? What do you think of the Roomba? She doing a good job cleaning up the rest of the stuff? Britney Spears is like, yeah, she's doing a good job. So there you go. That's basically our entire cleaning procedure. We go ahead, we sweep stuff up, then we vacuum, then we mop, and finally, we vacuum again. This is how you keep husky fur completely off of everything in your house. If you want a clean house, if you want everything spick and span, no fur, follow these directions. No doubt, sauerkraut, you will have a super duper clean, hair-free home. Yes, it takes a little bit of time. Yes, it takes a lot of work, but do this every 3 or 4 days, and people that come to visit you are gonna be like, dude, how do you live in this amazingly clean home, but at the same time, you have these 2 hairy beasts? Let us know how our cleaning methods go for you if you try them at home, and if you have some other methods that you do, let us know in the comments below. We want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today and every single day. We hope this video helped you guys out when it comes to keeping your Siberian Huskies and your home super duper spotless. Britney Spears is like, I'm super hungry, Dad. Can you stop making the episode and feed me and my sister? There's Miss Gila. What's up, you hungry lady? All right, let's get to eating. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today, guys. We super duper appreciate you. Check out our Instagram or our Facebook if you want to share pictures of your pepperoni pizza, and we'll see you next time with another episode of Guess What? Yep, whatever we make. Peace!